toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So TCU's offense will go to work first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Just get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Spaces. Running inside the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Quarterback making adjustments. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get into some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be danged, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Law. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cougars offense will go to work for the first time today. We got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Washington State going quickly. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn. Else,
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Washington State will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He takes it at the 45. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the back. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let him do the rest, right? Flip it to him, let him get outside, let him run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
if you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He's in open space downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, TCU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Ball State is currently ahead in this one, but let's remember, this program has just one bowl win all time, so nothing is a given in Muncie. They're up by a field goal over Boise State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Ready to fire from the pistol. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got room to work. There he goes. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
And the Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Gets the back moving. Try to get it to the edge. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington State sends out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now the play fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see it.
Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to beat him to the left. Open space at the 25. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football. Good balance. Seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. If you're getting 5+ yards, that is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Law. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it himself. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing.
Breaks into the open. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Westbrook. Caught near the sticks, it's Figueroa. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Washington State lines up quickly. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And that ball is live in the backfield. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Finding open areas. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the catch. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The give. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Looking for a man. It's Westbrook. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Trying to get the corner. Got the 1st down and more. That's just what the doctor ordered in the running game. He gets it out to the 16 before going out of bounds. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw it. Here's a heat. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. With jet sweep pass. Still on his feet at the 25. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman.
The Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Scanning the field, it's Westbrook. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Washington State will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 35. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Here we go. Ready, go. Toss to the left. Finds a little space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Boise State. Any big developments here on the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Oh, they're after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And his first pass is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got a little space. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, TCU. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Brown.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical Brown game.
Here's the pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dennis. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Washington State has it all working right now. Catch in the middle, it's Figueroa.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man, it's Mayo. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception. But they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Let's go, let's go. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Mayo. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on! And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Washington State has it in the red zone. Just keep slinging it. Going for 6. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
You just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all of these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but...
Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6.
Washington State, 3.
Out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves.
Looking deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Back to throw, it's Mayo. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Cougars are rolling down the field. On the move, it's Gentry. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's ball. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them.
I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part. A late touchdown.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Boise State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He might want another play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
He's got it on the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Unleashes one. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And these defenses put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Dropping back, it's Mayo. Rushes on him. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.